Hi everyone, good to see you today for today's conversation. In today's live, we are talking about how to triple your income using online events like a rock star. And today we are joined by confidence and business success mentor Alex Grzybek. Hi Alex, how are you today?
Hi, Raimonda. Thank you so much. I'm very good, very excited to have this live and to serve our community. So, thank you for having me.
I'm excited to talk about this topic right now because I think, especially as we're leading up to Christmas, I think there's a lot of people thinking about making sales and how can I make sales sustainable. So today's conversation is about using online events, webinars. If you're a service-based business, if you're a coach or a service-based provider, this webinar, this live or this conversation is probably for you. So I'll give you a quick introduction. Who is Alex and why she is here today? So Alex is confidence and business success mentor who helps ambitious female entrepreneurs who struggle with confidence to thrive in the online business and get consistent flow of clients. She uses her signature Webinar Rockstar Formula method to help her clients triple their income goals with the power of online events. So if you have, even if you've never hosted a webinar before, she also hosts of Confidence Rockstar podcast that gives you inspiration, motivation, and a kick in the butt to stop playing small and take action on behalf of your dreams. So, Alex, good to see you here. Tell me a little bit more about how you come about with this name, Confidence Rockstar. I love it.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a journey because a few years ago, my life turned upside down completely. I was hit from every single angle, professionally, personally, had some health issues as well. And just cutting the long story short, when I was walking out from the hospital in July 2019, I had no job, no business, no income, and my confidence was like below any level, to be quite honest. So I actually needed to reevaluate everything, and I started slowly and started rebuilding myself because also my identity was torn off at that time as well when I lost everything. And I actually realized that I have to start with myself, rebuilding my confidence first. And I was working very much on my self love, self acceptance, and building this confidence muscle. And at that time, I had a dream to have my own podcast. And I don't know, out of inspiration, I got this idea, Confidence Rockstar. Because when I was working on myself, then I started working with clients, and I attracted many clients who also struggled with confidence. And I started helping them build this confidence in their life, in their careers, especially women. And this whole idea came about that it broke my heart when I was seeing amazing, beautiful, talented, experienced, knowledgeable, skillful ladies, yet still questioning their worth and wondering whether they could take action on behalf of their dreams. So when I started working with them and like helping them with their confidence and seeing how they flourish, that was amazing.
Yeah. And I see that happen so much with just some amazing people who have the skills and the experience, but yet we question ourselves. And I know your experience from being successful, having a business, having a job, and having it all, if you like, just just like that, your life turned around 360 degrees, and you weren't able to you weren't sure how to do this. So how did that feel, like being in the like the complete low and trying to work your way back to building your business up?
Well, first, when life was testing me and throwing like lemons or stones or rocks my way, I was like, what the heck is going on here? I had a moment, I'll be absolutely like honest here, I had the moment like victim mentality. Why this is happening to me? What's going on? What have I done? Why me? So that was like, of course, the first reaction. But when I was hit for another time, because every single time I was picking myself up, I got another felt like, check this one out, yes? So I said, okay, I give up. I just give up, universe, do whatever you want with me. I surrender. So I stopped resisting, I stopped fighting. First, I accepted. And I just said to myself, okay, there is a purpose here. I don't know it yet. I don't understand it. But as Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can connect them only looking backwards. So I was like, okay, I will probably understand it later, or maybe I will not understand it at all. So let me just accept. And even though it was challenging, when I stopped fighting and resisting, I found like the inner peace. And that was important. And then, thankfully, because I've been on the personal development journey for years, and I've been working with the best people in the world and reading and listening, etc., I got back to these resources and I started slowly rebuilding my belief in myself and believe that whatever happens, I will be able to handle that. And then I was using, of course, like meditations, affirmations, all of those things, programming myself for success. And when I got into this inner peace and when I started feeling better with myself, I started getting inspired ideas about the strategy, what I could do. But I want to make it like very, very clear that first we need to get into the peace with ourselves and get to this place that we are trusting that the universe is here to help us. Otherwise, when we are fighting, resisting, we will get ideas, but they will bring us more of the same. So I wanted to be like in a different place, and I was, and then I actually started completely changing my business, starting a new one, attracting different clients, and building everything from scratch, one step at a time.
Yeah, beautiful. So how did this whole doing online events come about, and what was the results that you got for yourself? Because we're talking about how to triple your income with online events. So how did you find yourself using this technique and then developing this Rockstar Confidence webinar signature program?
That's a very interesting question, because I kind of heard that webinars are a great way to build audience, to connect to the clients, and build your business. But I had no idea how to make it happen. And at that time, as I'm saying, I was rebuilding my confidence. So I was not sure if I'm ready to speak in public. And I know that most people have this fear. I had absolutely no idea about the technical aspects, how to connect it all together. And I had all of those fears, as all of my clients and everybody has right now. Oh my God, what if no one shows up? How to fill these webinars, how to turn these followers or people, attendees into clients. So I just want to stress this, that I had no idea. And actually, I launched like the first webinar, and it was, I would say, a disaster, but it was a learning process. Actually, like 3 people, I think, signed up. One of those ladies, she absolutely was not interested in the topic. She just wanted me to speak English because she wanted to practice her English. And all the technical aspects were wobbly, and it was just a drama. And I put so much heart and soul into it and time, but it didn't really work out. And then I was like, okay, hold on a minute, let me just do it differently. So next month I launched a new webinar implementing different changes. And actually I had like much more people. I still was not 100% sure what I was doing. My webinar ran for like about 1.5 hours. I don't do it anymore, but it was a learning process. And out of this webinar, I actually had about, I don't remember, like 7 or 8 calls, conversations booked, and I closed 5 clients. So I was like, oh my God, I mean, I didn't know these people just like 2 hours ago. I actually connected with them. They booked a call with me without knowing me, and then I ask them different questions, and I was able to offer them. Everybody has like different program, different needs, so I was like tailor-made, like this is packages for them. And for me, I was like, oh my God, so maybe I can do another webinar and I can actually get like more people. And I started like doing them regularly, and then I launched my digital products, online courses, one-to-one coaching, mentoring, and I use webinars for myself, like to connect with people and getting clients consistently. And I see that this is absolutely phenomenal way to connect to people, to help them, so to show them how you can solve their problems and help them reach their goals, and work with people globally. That was actually my idea, because at that time we moved together with my family to Spain, and I actually wanted to run a business that I could have it from anywhere in the world. So I wanted to have online business. I didn't have the intention to find a job in Spain because I didn't know Spanish at that time. So I just had to make it work, and it clicked, and it's clicking all the time.
Amazing, amazing. So I know in that first year when you started, you actually tripled your income goal, which quite phenomenal. And then you developed your own sort of signature method with online events. So that's called Webinar Rockstar Formula. So let's pick up a little bit more on the practical things. Where does someone start when they don't know where to begin? Because you've started right there with making mistakes, but since you already walk the walk and you figured out what needs to be done, what advice would you give to someone just literally starting out and thinking, okay, I really want to get the results, I want to make more sales, but I don't know where to begin?
Okay, that's very, very good question. I would actually like connect this question to the general question that we need to ask about our business, because very often we are too general. We would like to help everybody, and our message, whether it's in positioning like our business, but also doing the webinar or online event, is too general. So just to give you the example, my first webinar, which was a disaster, it was about confidence. Like confidence, how to be more confident, like something like that. And you know, we may think that this is kind of a good topic, but like confidence in what? I mean, in career, in business, in life, in relationship, in what? People don't wake up in the middle of the night thinking, oh, I wish I was more confident. They don't. They would like to make more money. They would like to have better relationship. They would like to be able to go out there and find this amazing partner, or apply for a job, or build a business. And this is where they are missing confidence. So, I mean, we need to be specific when we would like to create an online event. What is the outcome and who is it for? Like I've done a lot of like events and webinars. Some of them they were successful, some of them not. But when you are creating your event, you need to be very, very, very specific. Who is it for, and who it's not for? So, for example, if you're attracting, let's say, people who have like online businesses, I mean, are those people, they would like to have the online business and they have no idea, they're just starting out? Or it's somebody who already has the business, they would like to grow and scale, or you are helping somebody to scale to 6 or 7 figures. So who is it for? And your title of the event or the webinar has to actually attract the right people and repel the ones that you don't want to have. I learned it like the hard way, that very often when a title is too general or it's for everybody, because we don't want to, we have this FOMO, fear of missing out, actually they're attracting people who are not our ideal audience and potential clients. So it's very, very important to be specific. Who is it for? Who is it not for? And this is like number one. Number two, don't be like too general. It's connecting with this. And number three is to plan your event or webinar a little bit like upside down. I mean, you need to know what you would like to get out of it. So what you will be selling, what kind of product or service. And based on that, you create the webinar, not the other way around. Okay, let me do the webinar about confidence in business and I will be selling how to find the ideal partner. No, it doesn't make sense. It has to be connected.
Amazing. So I know you have a gift for our audience watching today, or whether someone's watching this on replay. What is that gift that you have for them today?
Well, my gift is actually something connected with what I've just been talking about. I have like the guide with 102 catchy webinar headlines, webinar titles. So over there, you will find some guidelines, what you need to take into account when you are creating your very first or next successful webinar, and what you need to take into consideration when you come up with your title. And there are like few ways how you can play with it. And yeah, we would like to have the catchy webinar title that actually people click on and sign up for.
Beautiful. So I just posted a link to your webinar headlines. So do make sure you grab access to this, because I feel like this is invaluable, and I grabbed it myself because in 2023 I want to be running more specific webinars that actually gently guides people to our products and services, right? Because if no one knows what you do, or you haven't built that trust and that relationship, and you haven't shown people what you know or why you're an expert in what you do, there will be no customer signing up with you. So you have to put in the work to really bring your audience closer to you and create this conversional event, which could be a webinar, could be an online event, could be a summit, or that kind of thing. But first of all, as you say, you gotta name it right, so it attracts the right people and repels the ones that you don't want. What else would you like to share with our audience today that you think is imperative to success of online events?
I would like to kind of overcome like a couple of most common objections, because like all the time I hear this, that oh my god, I'm afraid of public speaking, or I'm not that tech savvy. And okay, so let me just take it one at a time. So number one, when it comes to public speaking, I get it, and Raimonda gets it as well, because this is number one fear in the world. But as Raimonda also says, it's not about you, it's about the audience. So it's about what kind of problems, challenges they have, and how you can help them. You are a doctor here, and you have this cure to help people overcome their challenges, solve problems, reach goals. And this is your duty actually to help them. And when you look at it from this perspective, you are serving people, you are helping them. It's not about you, oh my god, what would they think about me? No, this is about how I can help them. You know what kind of problems, challenges, wants, needs they do have, and you are giving them solution. So it's the first thing. And the second thing is that you may be thinking that you have to be at the top level of like business coach or mentor, and you may tend to compare yourself to others who are, according to you, much more ahead of a game. But I can tell you that all you need actually to start is to be even one step ahead of your clients. That's it. Because you know something that they don't know, and that can change their lives. If I myself, or you compare yourself to Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins right now, I mean, we would be overwhelmed. Yes, we are not running events for like 10,000 people, but that's not about that. Tony Robbins didn't start running events for 10,000 people. He started the first person.
Oh, I think we're getting a little glitchy here. Alex, you still there with us? So I'm just, are you there? I think we have you sideways. Okay, we'll give you a minute. Yes, perfect. Can we hear you? Oh, we can't hear you at the minute. So I'll give you a moment to fix that. See, we can't hear you just at the moment. Okay. So for those of you listening right now, if you have any questions, please drop it in the comments below. We're going to be here for a few more minutes. But as Alex said, you don't have to have it all figured out to just take that first step, because it does really come down to your confidence builds as you start doing, as you really start to take those steps forward. And, you have the answer that someone is praying for. You have the experience that someone doesn't. And we've had a podcast with Alex a few days ago, and she was saying to me how she was serving all these amazing women who have so much credibility, so much experience, but actually the one thing they were missing was confidence. So it doesn't matter who your audience are, because your skill set is unique, and there might be just one thing that you know that you're so good at that comes so natural to you, but your audience don't. And that's the secret key that they're currently missing to unlock that next level of success for them. Alex, do we have you back on audio? No, not yet. Oh my goodness. We can't hear you. We're so close. We're so close. But we were struggling a little bit with tech. Alex, we can't hear you at the minute. For those of you watching, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. So what I'll do, I will wrap up today's live. So Alex, I want to say thank you so much for your guidance and support. I wish we could go on and continue this conversation, but for those of you watching this live or on replay, I know that Alex will be speaking at the Women Thrive Summit. So this is our annual women empowerment event happening every March, hosting more than 47 amazing speakers, all of whom will be delivering their own amazing stories, as well as practical information and solutions for you to help you grow your business, your mindset, so you can rise and thrive in business and your personal life. So if you're wanting to learn a little bit more from Alex and attend her amazing talk on how to really master your online events and start tripling your sales, go ahead to womentthrivesummit.com and register for your spot, as well as do opt in for Alex's freebie that she just mentioned. And if you know someone who may be running an online business, maybe someone who is in the coaching world, but you know they are struggling and needing to learn more techniques in how to make sales, make sure you share this live with them and invite them to be part of the event. Alex, I'm so sorry we can't hear you anymore. Thank you. Well, I know that you're going to be missing out if you don't join this event. So do make sure you save your spot. I'm really sorry we're having technical issues, but here is the opportunity for you, for those of you watching live or replay, because we had to cut it short today. This is your opportunity to get in touch with Alex, get to know her, follow her on her social media channels. I know she has regular webinars that she's running to teach you these very same things that we've been talking about. And make sure you join the Women Thrive Summit in March. Thank you all so much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you on another live. Take care for now. Bye-bye.